There's a lot of people that believe the Eagles feel that picking at 6 is such a rare occurrence that they cannot let the opportunity go to draft a quarterback. And that's exactly what they're going to do. There's other people who believe that the Eagles wide receiving core is set. It is good. And if the best player available at the time is a wide receiver, they'll skip it. Now, oh crap. I just thought of something. It just hit me like a week late. Mark Holmes' most hated intro that I run is done. It's over. Him and Dak Anthony, Where's the Fitness? The intro that they despise, I can't use anymore. You know, this one. Still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. So I guess that's the last time I can run that intro. I forgot all about that intro, and I was sitting there doing this video, and all of a sudden it hit me. I can't use that intro anymore. And the reason I guess I thought about it was because it triggers Mark Holmes more than anything I've ever done. That intro bothers him because he's in love with Dak Prescott. We all know he loves Dak Prescott. He did 90 videos today all about his love for Dak Prescott. I heard through the grapevine that he loves Dak Prescott so much that he actually is asking Michael Anthony to change his name. He wants him to change his name to Dak. Dak Anthony, Where's the Fitness? That's who he is now because Mark loves him so much. Boy, he's going to be pissed when Prescott ends up in Washington. It's going to be hilarious. But him, Dak Anthony, Where's the Fitness? They hate that intro, so I had to play it one more time. I guess I'll retire it to channel memberships or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it was one of my favorite ones. Anyways, speaking of the greatest franchise on earth, the franchise I love the most, even though they stink right now with their GM and all that, the Eagles. We got to talk about the Eagles because this offseason really is about two things. Jalen Hurts taking the next step as a franchise quarterback, showing that he is the guy. And then the draft. We got to hit on this draft. This draft is so important. This whole season is about this draft. It's about addition through subtraction. Subtracting the older guys, the guys that need to go, and bringing in draft picks and players who are young, who are going to be here for a while, who are going to help us get back to being Super Bowl contenders. We're not going to go out and spend a lot of money on free agency. I hear a lot of names being floated around. Some people were talking about, names like Will Fuller and stuff like that. Hey, I don't think the Eagles can afford him, okay? I just don't think it's going to happen. Some people even said, bring back Nelson Stinkler. For who, for what? What do I want him for? He stinks. Stinks. Okay? I can't have it. The draft is where it matters and where it's going to count. And that first pick in the draft, number 6, is really going to tell us what direction this team is going. And there is a lot of people out there talking right now that the Eagles are going to take a quarterback. They're going to take a quarterback. There's rumors right now that the Jets are looking to trade that second overall pick and that the Eagles may be suitors in it. Because apparently now the Eagles, they love Zach Wilson. They love him. And I know there's a lot of people that like Zach Wilson. I haven't seen enough of him. I haven't seen enough of him to know yet. But I'm gonna do a reaction video to him and just take a look at him, start looking into him, because I think it's 50-50 that the Eagles could take a quarterback. Now, if they did trade up to number 2, which I'm against, okay, I don't want to trade up to 2. I don't want to take a quarterback in the first round, unless I watch Zach Wilson and I'm blown away. The only quarterback I would take is Lawrence, okay, and he's going to be long gone. So I don't want to take a quarterback. But if the Eagles did trade up to number 2 and took a quarterback, what's that going to do? What are you going to do with Hurts? Because, you can't draft a guy number 2 overall, trade up for him, and then have him compete with a guy who you took the year before in the second round. Even if you compete for 1 year, long term, it's going to be Zach Wilson or whoever they draft, Justin Fields or whoever. So at that point, the only way it works, the only way it makes sense, I'm starting to lose my voice. The only way it makes sense, you got to trade Jalen Hurts. You then have to trade Jalen Hurts. At that point, if you did do this, if you did trade up to, let's say, 2, okay, and you take let's say Wilson. So let's say you trade up to 2, you take Wilson. I would get Hurts. I would trade him. I think he deserves to go somewhere where he's given a chance. Okay? At that point, you want to bring back a Nick Foles and have him start for 1 year, but and let the rookie learn. Fine. At that point, the Folesian society, they can have their way. They can have their way. But if Hurts is a starter going into next year, I'm not bringing Foles back. Not because I don't like him, but because he's too much of a legend. It's too much pressure for Hurts. And even if he can handle the pressure, where the hell's my drink? Mother humping. I need a drink. I'm sorry real quick. I got a drink. I'll show you how fast I am. Look at that. Flash movements there. This ain't water. Shit, what the hell is it? Mountain Dew, zero sugar, major melon. Oh, I feel like dancing. Wait, rerun. That shit's good. I don't know whose the hell it is. I just grabbed it. Hopefully, my kids didn't leave it out there for 3 days. But it was good. Anyways, where the hell was I? Yeah, so if you want to trade, if you want to draft Wilson, then you got to trade Hurts. You want to bring in a veteran quarterback, start for a year. Okay, fine, I'll do all that. But you can't draft a quarterback and then sit there and keep Hurts too. I think that would be wrong. I think that would be unfair. But there's a lot of people that think the Eagles may take a quarterback because, and Tim McManus was talking about this, the Eagles feel like they don't draft at 6 very often. It's a rare thing. So to be that far up in the draft and that early, you have to take advantage of your positioning and you go out and you go after a quarterback if you can. That's what a lot of people think. I think it's 50-50, okay? Now, if it's me, and I have a choice, I'm not going quarterback. I'm probably going to go, there's probably 4 guys on my list right now that I would say I would pick. Okay, maybe 5. We'll say 5. There's 5 guys to choose from. Penny Sewell, who'll be gone. I can't see him getting past the Bengals. Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts, Patrick Surtain. Okay, now, some people want to sit there and say, well, the Eagles don't need a wide receiver. They took a wide receiver last year in Rager. Let's not draft that position. Let's go for another position. And I am totally against this philosophy for the Eagles right now. Where the Eagles are at right now, we can't think and look at them like they're a team that is on the verge of winning a Super Bowl, that they're Super Bowl contenders. We have to look at this team for what they are. Okay, what, a 4-win team? That's what we have to look at. I hate to say it, but that's what they were. That's what they were last year. Your record is what your record is. So I'm not going to look at the Eagles as, hey, get this one piece, get at linebacker, we're good to go. I'm looking at it like we got to build this whole thing over again. We may have a couple pieces here or there, but the one thing we can't do is we can't worry about what hole we have going into next year, because in 2-3 years when we're ready to compete, it may be something else. We have to take the best player, the most talented player available in this draft. And I got a feeling that by the time the Eagles pick, but by the time they pick, it's going to be a receiver. It's going to be either Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. It's going to be one of those two. I have Smith slightly ahead of Chase. It's very, very, very slim. Okay, and Waddle's right there too. But I think you have to go best player available in that situation. Because like I said, if you take the best player available, in 2 years, the holes on your team may be totally different. If it was a 1 year thing and you just need to fill a hole for 1 year because you're going to Super Bowl, that's different. That's different. And when you look at the way that the mocks are falling and everything's falling, it looks like you could literally have 3 quarterbacks off the board before the Eagles even pick. Okay, so you could have Lawrence, you could have Fields, you could have Wilson. They could all be gone. Okay, then you look at a guy like Penei Sewell. I don't think Penei Sewell is getting past Cincinnati. They can't afford to risk Joe Burrow getting hurt again. This guy may be one of the top 2 prospects in the whole draft. So I think Sewell will be gone. Now, that Miami pick at 3, that's going to be the question. Are they going to trade up, trade out, get another pick? I think Atlanta gets a chance. They're taking a quarterback. So you may see Devontae Smith or Ja'Marr Chase gone. Okay, go to Miami. Now, that means when the Eagles are picking, it's most likely going to be between either Chase Smith or Pitts. I think at that point, you got to take one of those 3 guys. You could go Surtain. That's a possibility. I'm not going to hate anybody for saying that or thinking that. I'm okay with that. But if you're going best player available, highest upside, most talented, not for next year, but for years to come, I think it's going to be either Ja'Marr Chase, Devontae Smith, or Kyle Pitts. You got to go for one of those guys, in my opinion. I believe that Kyle Pitts is the most intriguing. I think that all 3 of them are going to be studs. The intriguing part with Pitts is if he can play wide receiver. If he can go outside and play wide receiver, and you can move him all around, he has to be the pick, in my opinion. He has to. But, you get a guy like Ja'Marr Chase, you can't ignore the talent. Everything looks easy to him, easy for him. He doesn't even look like he runs hard. He has to try hard. He just is always open. He's always faster than everybody else. He's a stud. And then you get Devontae Smith, who to me, he's 6'1", 175 pounds. I think if you get him, you put him with NFL trainers, nutritionists, in 2 years, he could probably put on 20 or 25 pounds at a decent rate, in which he doesn't lose too much speed, and now you got him at 195 pounds, somewhere around there, 6'1", 195. He can play and not lose any speed. He can do everything. He can go to high point. He catches everything. So to me, the way this thing is looking like it's going to fall into place, when the Eagles pick at 6, you're going to have one of 3 guys available. You're going to have Devontae Smith or Ja'Marr Chase. One of those guys will have been drafted. One will still be there. The other guy is going to be Kyle Pitts. I got to take one of those 3 guys. I just have to do it. I have to do it, okay? Because I think that the upside's too great. And I think you want to help Jalen Hurts. Now, if somehow Penei Sewell falls or it doesn't fall the way I'm thinking, then you make the proper adjustments. Hell, if you have all those guys on the board, you could always trade back and get more picks. You just kind of got to play it for what it is. But I think, there's people who think wide receiving core is okay. It's good. You have Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor, he's a first-round pick last year. You don't take one this year. I disagree. Okay, you look at the receivers we have. Reagor, Quez Watkins, Hightower. Greg Ward is technically a free agent. We can match anything. Don't know if he's going to be back. I think we have Fulgham 1 more year. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the umbrella man, stinks. Okay? You can't tell me I can look at any of these wide receivers on this roster right now and say they're a clear 1 or they're a clear number 2. And I can't forget Marquise Goodwin. It looks like he might come back too. Well, even him, he's going to be there maybe 1 year. I think he's decent, but it wouldn't prevent me from drafting a wide receiver. Nothing will prevent me from drafting the best player on the board. That's my point. And Hightower, Watkins, all these guys, they may have talent, they may have upside. They're all young, but they're not good enough and proven enough, even Reagor, that I can skip a Ja'Marr Chase or a Devontae Smith if need be. To me, the best, it looks like the way this is going to fall, the best pick is going to be either Chase, Smith, or Pitts. Those are going to be the 3 guys you're going to have to choose from. And then if you get lucky, a Sewell drops or something like that. And the one thing the Eagles, in my opinion, can't do is take a quarterback. Can't take a quarterback. Unless I'm blown away by Wilson, I just can't do it. I can't do it. But I think it's 50-50. So those are kind of my thoughts. Wide receiver, very much in play for the Eagles. No question about it. Matter of fact, I think it may be the safest pick that you can make. Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, may be the safest picks in this draft, in my opinion. But we're going to find out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. I'm losing my voice, and I'm going to go do a live stream. And, of course, don't be a dingbat.